Hi guys, it is Wednesday night, July 10th, going into July 11th. Um, in my last video I said I was going to do another video at the festival that I was at and show you the action. I'm sorry I didn't get around to that. There's so much to say, but here's my shirt. There's a name for this type of character, which I'm actually forgetting right now. But it's a bunny, and it is at Kid Robot. Although I got it for free for being cool. Also, I've got a bejeweled butterfly clip in my hair, which I'm really happy about. It was given to me by some friends. Can you see it? I don't know. I don't know if you can see it. I'll have to look when I'm done with the video. But I'm really into it. I just got it. So the music festival was my first festival after, being out to myself, and not to mention out to a whole bunch of my friends, and I really didn't put enough emphasis on that going in, and it was fantastic. I was surrounded by people who knew about me and people who supported me, and I really got buck wild with it, a little too buck wild at one point. But I mean, I ran with it. Like, I wasn't expecting to dress, and I ended up dressing most of the days, and I really felt free and awesome. And actually, I'm really upset now that I'm back, back to pretending. It's really painful. My energy levels were way different out there. I mean, in line with my new changes, and it was in line with what I expected. But normally I need a full night's sleep. Like, really, I need to sleep, or I can't function. And it was not. It was not a big deal for me to have 3 hours of sleep most of the nights. I mean, I had 3 hours of sleep Tuesday night before I left for DC. I had 3 hours Wednesday night. Not happy about either of those. Then then I was at the festival. I got 3 hours Thursday night, 3 hours Friday night, I think, and then 5 or 6 hours Saturday night. I think that was right, or maybe it was flip-flop Friday and Saturday. It bleeds together already. But I was still on my feet and rocking out, and I have no idea how, except the magic of hormones. Ha ha ha. At the festival, there was a Russian-themed camp, and they had karaoke, and they called it the Tsar Search because it was Russian-themed. Very clever. And I sang Hedwig, and I won the Tsar Search, and it was a really powerful moment for me, and it continues to resonate with me. Actually, I really cry very easily when I think about it. I'm crying a lot. Today's better, but the whole last few days I've been crying a lot, especially the couple days after leaving the festival. I cried. Yesterday I was crying every 15 minutes, which I think is, hormones, but I think it's hormones allowing myself to cry about the things that that actually make me sad, which I think I didn't have access to before. I cry about leaving the festival, and having to go back to pretending, and I cry about my Hedwig performance, which was emotional in a lot of different ways. I should really describe that. Someone at the festival, a fellow DJ, wrote a poem partly inspired by me, and I think, but either way, it spoke to me. And I have been crying because I hurt my friend, my friend Christina, my one of my many DJ partners, but sh- uh, shouldn't really get into it. But I disappointed her by doing something stupid. But it's all good. We've worked it out. I'd love to spill all the juicy details, but those are the kind of things that I shouldn't put in a public video. Okay. Oh, so the performance of Hedwig. I mean, I did a good job, and people really responded to it. And then I was the last singer, and immediately they held my arm up and hoisted me onto the stage and put me in a throne. And I was so in the zone, and I was like, I am the czar, Ina. And people were waiting on me, and then a girl in a mask. Usually I can tell who it is behind the mask, but I really couldn't tell. And a girl in a mask came up and was kissing me, and I loved it. It was great. I mean, it was great, and I usually don't allow myself to do that. But that's what happened. Let's see. There are a bunch of. I mean, there's at least a handful of trans people at that festival. Most of whom I know, of course, already. And anyway, one of them on Sunday night, I was getting kind of buck wild, a little too crazy, if you know what I mean. That's actually most of why I disappointed my friend, my buddy. But this trans girl, I mean, it's only sort of relevant that she's trans, actually. But I was being wild and crazy, and I don't know what I sounded like, but she said to me, "Oh, I love your voice." It was free. I even though with the male anatomy, you have to work at making your voice sound right. I think I've spent a lot of time in my life forcing my voice lower, which is understandable. But I think naturally I would have been born to have maybe an unusually high voice for a male-bodied person. So I'm really trying to conceive of how to undo the things that I've been doing, in addition to whatever training exercises I decide to undertake. But I'd love to reach that state again of what that girl considered an exciting and free voice. But it was, there were consequences. It was due to I was allowed that freedom due to unnatural consumption. So let's see, it's the 11th. Saturday will be 2 full months on HRT, and last Monday was 8 weeks. I messed up for the first time. I was really tired from coming back from the festival, and I stuck the needle in halfway, and my leg muscle twitched, and I yanked it out. I yanked out the needle as sort of a knee-jerk reaction, and I was like, oh shit, and I flipped out the needle and put on a new one just to be safe, and because they get dull, and I don't know, I didn't know what I had done to it. So, and then I did it a second time. I was pretty nervous, but it worked out. And then so that was the 8-week mark, with the 2-month mark almost. Excuse me, with the 2-month mark almost here. Let's see, my face. What you see is the scruff. This is what grew in. Sorry, I've got the mirror image on the screen. This is what grew in after laser and then after shaving. So this is, I guess, 2 weeks and a day after laser, right? After my first laser session, and it was up until when I shaved, like 5 or 6 days ago, it was normal. Like it was uniform throughout the face, and it felt a little weird. I mean, it felt a little disconnected, but visually it looked like it had always had, growing in all together. But now, and it looks sort of symmetrical, mostly symmetrical, and that I didn't have anything to do with that. I shaved the whole thing completely, and then by the end of the festival, this is how it had grown back, which I'm really happy about. And I expect some of, or most of this to fall out as well, and then, back to the grindstone. It'll be another 4 weeks until I get my second session, just because I'm going to be out in the sun so much, but that'll be okay. I guess that's it for now. I'm feeling really overwhelmed with life, especially with I just have too many things on my plate, cleaning house and getting ready for jobs, not to mention making music. Like, I haven't made music in so long, and that's like the thing that I should be doing. I think I'm going to quit Japanese. I'm really sad about it, but I've just been banging my head, to make progress for years and years and years. And I would keep doing it. I mean, I love it. I want to get better. I mean, I've gotten a little better. But what I really, I feel like I want the time and the money right now. With travel, it's basically like 6 hours a week, and maybe like $150 a month. And it's not that much. And it's really good bang for the buck, and it's as like chill as a language class could possibly be. But I think I need that time and money right now when I'm taking trips. I'm budget stretched because of trans expenses. I'm on edge about losing a job, and I really need that time to catch up. But anyway, so the next class is Monday, and then to the natural order of the terms, we have 3 weeks off. So I have some time to think about it anyway. But I think maybe I'll quit. I really don't want to, but I also got to prioritize. I got to get my life together. All right. I'll see you around. By the way, I'm excited about life. I spent a weekend around people who know about me and love me, and it was awesome. And I was included, and it was awesome. It was awesome. Peace.